Hello everyone, welcome to my video on a Python Tkinter project. In this video we will write a Python program for hotel management system and we will use MySQL database to manipulate our data, and then we will use VS Code to write our Python code. So first you have to create a folder with any name and anywhere inside your computer. Like I have some folders in my computer and I will open this Python projects folder. Okay, now I have to open VS Code to write our Python program. So here I will click and then I will type CMD to open command prompt. And now I have to enter a command code space dot to open VS Code. Okay, now we have opened our VS Code successfully, and now I will close this welcome file and then I will open this Explorer, and then I have to create a new file. These are some existing files, but I have to create a new file. So here I will click new file and then I will give a name or title to my file. So I will give name hotel. Okay, then py. Py is extension for Python, and then I will click enter key from my keyboard, and now I can write my Python program. So I will collapse it and now I can write Python program. So first of all I have to create a user interface. So I can do this by using Tkinter. So I have to import Tkinter. So here I will use import keyword and then I will import Tkinter as Tk. Tk is alias, and then I have to declare or define a class by using class keyword, and then you can give any name to your class. I will give name hotel. Okay, and then I have to use column. Now I have to initialize a constructor. So first I have to define constructor, and then I have to use double underscore in it, and then again double score underscore, and then a self as a parameter, and a second parameter that is instance variable, and you can use any name for your instance variable, but commonly we use root. Okay, and here I have to use colon once again, and now I will create an object. So here I have to create object tk dot tk. Okay, this is our root or user interface window, and now I have to create an object. Okay, so you can use any name for your variable, and then I have to use name of class, that is hotel, and here I will pass root as a parameter, and then I have to access main loop. Okay, root dot main loop is used to handle all events in project. Okay, now I have to initialize a instance variable, that is root. So here I will use self dot root, and then I have to initialize it with root. Okay, so in this way we have created a root window. Now I have to give a title to root window. So I can do this by using self dot root dot title. Okay, now I have to set a text for title. So I will give hotel management. Okay, so this is our title. I will save it and then I will execute the program. So here I will execute it, and now you can see this is our output, but its size is very small, and now I want to fit it according to my width and height of device screen. Okay, so I will close this, and now I want to set size automatically. So how can I do it? I will get width of screen, and then I will get height of screen, and then I will assign this value to a local variable. So here I will declare a variable with name screen, sorry, screen in short, and then width. Okay, now I have to get width of my screen. So here I can use self dot root dot. Now I have to use w info. Okay, w mean widget and info mean information. So by using this method, we can get information about any widget. So now I have to get information about width of screen. So here I will use screen width. Okay, screen width. So in this way we will get width of our screen, and then we will assign this value to our local variable, that is screen width. And now we have to get height of screen. So here I will use screen underscore height. So I have to get height of screen. So here I will use self dot root dot w info underscore screen height. Okay, so in this way we will get height of our screen, and then we will assign this value to this local variable. Now we have to set a screen size, I mean width of screen and height of screen according to width and height of my screen. So how can I do this? I can do this by using geometry method. Okay, so self dot and name of variable is root, and then here I have to use geometry. Okay, so now I have to use formatted string. So formatted string is used to carry both string value and variable value. So first I have to use value of width. Okay, so for this we have to use pair of curly braces. Now we will use this variable name, that is screen width. So in this way we will get width of screen or value of this variable. Okay, so next I have to use cross. So here I will use cross, and now I have to get value from this screen height variable. Okay, so here I will define screen height. Okay, so this is width and height of screen, and now I have to start from first row and first column. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute the program once again to test it. Now you can see this is our root window or user interface window. Okay, now its size is according to screen size. Now I will close it, and I have to set a title or label for title. So here I will create a title or label. How can I do it? I will use a variable name. So I can use any name. I will use main title. Okay, sorry, main title. You can use different name, and then I have to create or use a label. Okay, so here I have to use tk because we have to get this widget from Tkinter. So here I have to use tk and then dot. Now I have to define name of widget that I want to use. So this is label. Okay, so this is widget, and you can say it uh, user interface element. Okay, now I have to create this label widget in our root window. So here I will use self dot root. Okay, in this way this label will be created in our root window. Now I have to set a text. So I will use text property, and then I will set text. Okay, hotel manage Management System. So this is our title, and then I have to set a border by using BD property, and I will give value 5, and then I have to set style for border by using relief property, and you can choose one of these given styles. So I will choose groove. Okay, and then you can set background. So I will use BG or background property. So I will use BG, and now I will give a value. So here I will give value uh, gray. Okay, so here I will give value gray, and then I have to set font style and font size by using font property, and then I have to pass a tuple, and now I will define Arial for font style, and then size is 40, and I will set it bold. Okay, so I want to explain once again that this is our label widget. Okay, and in this label we are setting text hotel management system, and we are getting or setting a border with size 5 and with style group. Okay, and sorry background color is gray, and font style is Arial, font size is 40, and it is bold. Now I can set foreground, I mean FG property. So here I will use FG, and then I will set light green or green. Okay, green. So now I have to use a comma. So here I will save it and then execute program. So sorry, I have to set its position. Okay, so then it will be appeared. So here I have to use uh, pack method because we have to set its side. I mean we can set it in top, bottom, left and right side. So for this we will use pack method. Main title dot pack. Okay, and then I have to choose side property, and then I have to set it on the top. Okay, so I will save it with control plus N, and then I will execute it. Now you can see this is hotel management system. Sorry, here I have mistake in spelling. So I will try to correct it, and then I want to fill this width horizontally or in axis. Okay, so I will close it, and then here I should use yellow. Okay, instead of gray, here I will use yellow, and here I have to use fill property to fill a width of our label horizontally. Okay, so here I will use fill property, and I have to fill it horizontally. So here I will use X. Okay, now I will save it with control plus S, and then I will execute it once again. And now you can see this is hotel management system, but sorry, I have to change font color, not background color. So here I will set it back, control Z. Sorry. So here this is background color is gray and foreground color is yellow. Okay. Now I have to use fill property. So here I will use fill property, and then I will give value X. Now I will save it once again, and then I will execute my program. And now this is background color, and this is font color. Okay, so still I have mistake in spelling. So first I have to correct it. I will close the terminal, and here I will remove this extra Y. Okay, so now we have to create a frame in our root window. So here I will uh, give a name for frame. So here I will give a name main frame or input frame. Okay, input frame. So this is variable name. You can use different name. And now we have to create a frame by using tk dot frame. Okay. So this frame will be created in our root window. So here I have to use self dot root. Okay. And then I have to set background color. So here I will use background color by using bg property. And here I have to give any value, and I will give value yellow. Okay, so here I have given value yellow for background color, and then here I have to set its border. So here I will use bd property, and then I will give value 5. Now I will set border style by using a relief property, and here I will choose group, and next I have to set position of this input frame. So here I have to use a place method. Okay, so input frame, here I will choose input frame dot place. Okay, and now I have to set its padding. So first I will use X for horizontally padding, and I will give value 20, and then for Y I will give value 90. Okay, so I have idea that 90 will be perfect. So next I have to set width. So here I will set width for 50. Okay, and then I have to set height. Okay, so here I will give value 550 for height, and so this is enough. Okay, and now I will save it, and then I will execute the program. So now you can see this is our output. So this is yellow, but we should use light green. I think light green will be better than this yellow. Okay, so I will use light green instead of yellow. Okay, so here I will use light green. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute the program. Now this is light green, and now I will close this root window, and then I have to create some input fields and labels. Okay, so first we have to create a label. So here I will create label to get name of customer. So here name label. This is variable name, and then we have to create a label. So here I will use tk dot label, and this label will be created in our input frame. Okay, so here I will use input frame. So in this way we are creating this label in our input frame. And next I have to set text value for this label. So here I will give value customer, sorry, customer name. Okay, so this is customer name, and then I have to set background for this label. So here I will use bg property, and I will give background color same as background of input frame. Okay, so here I will give light green. Okay, and next I have to set font style. So here I will use font, and then I will set style for font Arial, and then I will give size 15, and then I will set bold. Okay, bold, and now I have to set its layout. I mean I have to set its position. So I want to set in grid layout. So here I will use name label dot grid. Okay, so now I have to set its position. So it will be created in our first row. So I will use row property, and then I will give value 0, and then I have to set its column number. So here I will use column property, and then I will give value 0. I mean first column will be assigned to this label. Okay, and next I have to set padding for x-axis. So here I have to use pad x property, and then I will give value 20, and now I will give value for uh, vertically padding. Okay, so I will use pad y, and then I will give value 30, and now I will save it, and then I will execute the program. And now you can see this is our label customer name. Okay, and now we have to create an input field or entry widget in same line but in next column. Okay, so here I will close it, and now I have to create a input field or entry widget. Okay, so here I have to use self, because I have to access value of this input field and any other function or outside this constructor. Okay, so here I will use self dot name in, because I have to get name from user. Okay, so here self dot name in is variable name, and now I have to use tk dot entry. Okay, so this is entry widget, or you can say it as input field, because we have to get name of customer in this input field. Okay, so it will be created in our input frame. So here I will use input frame. Okay, and next I have to set border by using bd property, and I will give value 2 for border, and then I have to set width. So I will set with 15, and then I have to set font style. So here I have to set Arial for style and value 15 for size of font, and it is enough. Now I have to set its layout. So here I will use self dot name in dot grid. Okay, and then I have to define a row number. So it will be created in first row but in second column. Okay, so here I will give value 1. Okay, now I have to set padding for x-axis. So here I will give value for pad x 5, and now I have to set padding for y-axis. So here I will give value for pad y 30. Okay, so pad y value should same as value in name label. Okay, so in this way we are trying to create a input field. Okay, after this label. So I will save it, and then I will execute the program to show you output. Now this is customer name label, and this is input field where you have to enter name of customer. Okay, so in the same way I have to create or define some more labels and input fields after labels. Okay, so I will close the terminal, sorry, root window, and then terminal. Now I have to use same method. I mean first label and then input field. So I will copy this existing code, and then I will paste it. Okay, now I have to change label names. So this label will be used for ID, customer ID. Okay, so here this is ID label, and it is also ID label. Okay, and next this is also ID in label. Okay, sorry, ID in name. So here I will use ID in, and this is also ID in. Okay, and next I have to change text value. This is customer ID. Okay, and it will be created in our second row. Okay, so this input field will be also created in our second row. Okay, and other properties with values will remain same. Okay, now we are trying to create an other label in second row, and then input field in second row. Okay, so next we have to get uh, contact number. Okay, if you need for contact number, then you can define label and input field for contact number, but I do not need to define contact number. Okay, so I will get value for a stay or a stay plan of customer. For example, if customer wants to hire a room for 3 nights, okay, then we have to get value 3. Okay, so here I will paste it once again, and now I have to change this label name. Okay, sorry, here I have to change this variable name. Okay, so this is stay label. Okay, and it is also stay label. Okay, and this is also stay in. Okay, because we have to get information for customers stay in a room. Okay, and this is also stay in. Okay, so now you can see that this is stay label, and we have to get information about stay. Okay, so here I will get value or set text that stay, or I can type night stay. Okay, so night stay, and we have to get value for night stay. Okay, so you can use different name and text value instead of night stay. Okay, and now I have to create this label and input field in third row. Okay, and here I have defined 2 for third row, and other information will remain same. And now I will save it, and then I will execute the program. So now you can see this is customer name, and here we have to get customer name, then customer ID, then night stay, and here I have to define a button, okay, for okay. So here I have to close this root window, and then I have to create a button. So here I will create OK button. Okay, so this is OK button, and I have to create button or button widget. So this is button widget, and then it will be created in input frame. Okay, so this is input frame, and then I have to set width of this button. I will set 20, and then I have to set background color. So here I will set background color light blue, okay, or sky blue. So here I will use bg property, and then I will give value light blue, okay, or sky blue. I will set sky blue for background color, and then I will set a border by using BD property, and then I will set border 3. Okay, so width is 20 and background color is sky blue, border value is 3, and then I have to define font style and size. So this is Arial, and next I have to use 15 or 20, and then I have to set it bold. Okay, now I have to define its position. So this is OK button, and then I have to use grid layout, and I have to create in I will skip a line, and then I will create in fourth line, not the third line. Okay, so sorry, not the fourth line. I will create it in fifth line. Okay, so row number is fifth and column is first, and then I have to define its padding. So pad x is 30 or 40, and pad y is 40 or 30. Okay, so in this way a button will be created with text value. Now I have to set text. So here I have to use text property, and then I will give value for text, that is OK, and then I will use a comma. Now I have to save it, and then I will execute to show you output. So this is OK button, but we have a problem that its size is very large, and all these widgets are trying to set their size according to width of this button. That's why column size is increased and next column is out of the frame. So we have to use column span property to set this problem, okay, or fix this problem. So I will close it, and then I will close the terminal, and here I will use column span, okay, column span, and then I will give value 2. So in this way we are trying to merge two columns. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute the program, and now you can see that everything is okay. Now this is OK button, and other widgets are in their own columns. Okay, so I should increase padding for vertical. Okay, so here I will give value 50 or 6. Okay, so here I will give value 60. Now this button is created successfully, and we can say that our input frame is created or completed successfully. Now we have to create another frame. So I will copy this code, that is for frame. Okay, so I will copy this code of frame, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so I want to comment it. So this is our output frame. Okay, output frame, and here I have to define input frame. Okay, so here I will define or I will comment it. So this is input frame. Okay, so this is code and process of input frame, and next is for output frame. And now I will change name. So this is output and it is also output. Okay, so this is output frame and it is also created in our root window, but its width should 750. Okay, so here I will define 750 and then I have to increase padding for x-axis. So here I will give value 500. Okay, so I will save it and then I will execute the program to show you output. Now you can see this is perfect. Okay, so this is our input frame and this is our output frame, and padding is also alright, and uh, this padding for y-axis and width and height all are perfect. Okay, now I will close it and then I will close the terminal also. Okay, now I will use a label for hotel name. Okay, so here I will use a label. So name or title. Okay, so here I will set title label. Okay, so this is title label, and here I have to create a label by using tk dot label, and then I have to create it in output frame. Okay, and then I have to set its background color. So here I will use bg property and then I will give background color sky blue. Okay, so you can use different color name, but I am using sky blue, and then I will give 4G color, sorry, foreground color by using FG property. Okay, so this is FG property. So here I will give value gray. Okay, so here I will use gray, and then here I will use border property or BD property, and then I will give value 5. Okay, and then I will give width. Okay, so here I will give width 30. Okay, and then I will set its font style. So here I will set font style Arial. Okay, Arial, and then I will set its font size 30, and then I will set it bold. Okay, so next I have to set text value. Okay, so here I will use text property and then I will give value 5-star hotel. Okay, 5-star hotel, sorry, I should capital. So this is 5-star hotel, name of hotel, and then its background color is sky blue, foreground color is gray, and border size is 5, width is 30, and font style is Arial with size 30, and it is bold. Okay, so next I have to use grid layout. So here I will use title label dot grid. Okay, so here I will use grid, and now I have to set its row number. So row number is first and column number is also first. Okay, so I will give padding for x-axis. So I will give value 20, and then I will give value for vertically padding 20. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute the program. And what is problem? I have forgotten a comma in which line? Line number 44. So where is 44? Here, this is 44, and here I have to use a comma. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute the program. So you can see this is 5-star hotel, but its size is, or its width is greater than size of frame, and its color is not fair. Okay, so I will change color and then I will change width. Okay, so I will decrease width and I will set 28. So where is width property here? This is width property. So here I will use 28. Okay, and then I will change background color. Here I will use gray. Okay, gray, and text color should light green. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute the program once again. So now you can see this is 5-star hotel, and so this is label. Okay, and I should increase padding, so I should set 25 instead of 20, and then we have to print rate for per night. Okay, so first I have to increase padding. So I will set 25, and now I have to set a label. Okay, so here I will uh, give name for title rate. Okay, rate label, and then I have to create a label by using tk dot label, and it will be created in our output frame. Okay, output frame, and its text should, so here I will use text property, and I give text per night or rent for per night. Okay, for night, so here I will set rent for night 1000. Okay, so rent for night is 1000, and then I have to change its background color. So I will set background color same as background color of our output frame, that is light green. So here I will use bg property. Okay, and then I will give value light green, and now I will give a border. So here I will use bd property, and then I will give value 5 or 3. Okay, and then I will set here a font style. So here I will use font, and then I will give style Arial and size 20. Okay, and then I will set it bold. So this is our background color light green, border size is 3, and font style is Arial, size is 20, and it is bold. And now I have to set its layout. So this is rate label dot grade. Okay, and then I have to create it in our second row and second column. Sorry, first column. So here I will use column 1. Sorry, column 0. Okay, and then I have to set padding. So here I will use pad x 50. Okay, and then pad y 30. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute the program. So my program is executed successfully. So rent for night is 1000. Okay, so this is our uh, label or list for night rent. Okay, so next I have to create a list box to show you information or print a bill. Okay, so I will close it, and I will close the terminal also, and next I have to create a list box. Okay, so here I will use self dot list. Okay, so next I have to create or declare tk dot list box. So this will be created in our output frame. Okay, and its background color should cyan. So here I will use bg property, and here I will give background color cyan. You can use different background color, and then I have to set font style by using font property. So font style is Arial, and size should 15. Okay, and next I have to define its width and height. So here I will use self dot list, and here, sorry, yes, here I have to use width. Okay, so width should 60. Here I will define 60, and height should 20. Okay, so I will change if it is not perfect. So here I have to use layout self dot list dot grid. Okay, so yes, this is grid, and now I have to set its row number. So what should row number? It will be created in our third row, and column number 1. Okay, and I will save it, and then I will execute. So I have executed it. Now you can see that height is very large, so I will decrease height, but I will increase width. Okay, so I will close it, and now I will decrease height. So here I will give value 15. Okay, sorry, 15, and then I will increase width. So here I will give value 62. So I will save it, and then I will execute the program. Now width is perfect, but height is still large or extra. So I will close it, and now I will increase height. So here I will give value 13, and I will also increase width. Okay, so I will save it, and then I will execute the program. Now you can see this is perfect. Okay, so this is width. It means you can write 63 characters in every line, and you can insert 13 lines. Okay, in this list box. Now our user interface is completed successfully. Now we have to make functional all these input fields. Okay, and this OK button and this list box, and then we have to insert information about our hostel in our database. Okay, so I will close the terminal, sorry, root window, and then terminal, and here I have to use or import PyMySQL. I hope you have installed your MySQL. Okay, so if you have not installed, then you should install first, and then you can use PyMySQL. Okay, so here I have to import PyMySQL, and then here I can use PyMySQL. So here I have to use uh, con, I mean a variable, that is connection, and then I have to connect with database. Okay, so py_mysql dot connect. So here I have to use connect method, and here I have to pass some arguments like table name, database name, password for database, and host and user for database. So first we have to create database. So here I will open workbench. Okay, so next I have to wait until open this workbench, and workbench is opened successfully. Now I will click here local instance, and here you have to enter password. Okay, so this password will be inserted when you are trying or you are installing your my py mysql or mysql. Okay, now click OK button, and then here you have to create a database. So here I will create a database with query create database, and database name is hotel. Okay, so I will select it, and then I will execute this query. So in this way we have created our database. Now we have to connect with this database. Okay, so click here and this database option, and then connect to database. So here give name of your database, that is hotel, and then click OK button. And next you have to enter your password once again. So my password is admin, and then click OK. So now you have to create a table. So here I will create a table with name create. Okay, and then table, because I have to create a table. Now give a name for your table. So here I will give name hotel info or info. Okay, because we have to insert information of our hotel in this table. So now you have to create some columns. So I will create only two columns. Okay, so first is avail room, avail underscore room. Okay, and its type is integer. So here I will define int, and I will set size 5. Okay, so this is 5 size. And now I have to create another column. So this is rent. Okay, so rent, and type of this column should integer type, and then I will give size 5. Okay, and next I will use a semicolon. Now I am trying to create a table with two columns. First column is avail room. Okay, and then second column is rent. Okay, so here I will select the query, and then I will execute it. Now our table is created successfully. Now I will minimize it, and now I have to uh, give here some information like host, and by default our host is localhost, and user is root. Okay, so use user and give value root, and next give password. So here use password property, and here give password, and my password is admin. And next give your database name. So here use database and give name, that is hotel. Okay, and now this was necessary information. And now I have to create a cursor. So here define a variable name, and then create cursor by using con dot cursor. Okay, and next I have to use execute method by using this cursor. So cursor dot execute. Now I have to execute a query. Okay, so here I will use query insert into, and then define the name of table. So table name is info. Okay, and then I have to insert some values. So here give values. Okay, so here I will give value for first column 5. It means that we have 5 rooms in our hotel, or available rooms are 5. And then define uh, your rent for per night. Okay, so this is 1000. Okay, so in this way 5 will be inserted in our first column, that is available room, and then 1000 will be inserted in our second column, that is rent. Okay, so next we have to commit it by using con dot commit. Okay, so this is commit, and then I have to use parenthesis, and then I have to close the connection. So con dot close. Okay, so in this way we will insert information in our database. Okay, when your program will be executed, then this information will be inserted in your uh, sorry, database. Okay, so next here or you can define a button, and then you can do all this process in a function, and then when you collect a button, then this function will be called, and all information will be inserted. Okay, so I'm not defining any function for this. So when your program will be executed, then this information will be inserted in your database. Okay, so here I have to define a function to make functional our OK button. Okay, so here I have to use def keyword to define a function. Okay, so here I will use name okay function, because we have to call this function by clicking OK button. Okay, so here I have to pass self as a parameter, then use colon, and next I have to get value in these input fields, and then I will assign these values to local variables. So first here I have to define some variables first for name, okay, and then I have to get name from user. So here I will define name. So now I have to get name from input fields. So here I have to define self dot and name in. Okay. Then use get method to get information from input fields. Okay. So next I have to get ID. So here I will get ID by using this ID variable. So here self dot ID in. Okay. Then uh, its type is integer. Sorry, its type is not integer. Its type is string by default. Okay, so here I have to use get. Okay, so it will be gotten from input field. So here I have to use get. Okay, so next I have to get the stay information. So here I have to define a variable or declare a variable with any name. So I am using stray. Okay, so now its type should integer. So first we will convert into integer type. Okay, so I will use int method, and then I will use self dot id in dot get. Okay, because I have to get information from input field, and then we will convert into integer because by default its type is string. Okay, then this information will be assigned to this local variable, that is stay. Okay, so these three information will be gotten from input fields. Okay, so next I have to get some information from database, and then we have to update uh, avail room column of our database. So first we have to connect with database. So I will use same process. So I will copy this process, okay, with Control plus C, and then I will paste it here. Okay, so here I have pasted, and now I have executed another query. So here I have to use pair of comma, and then I have to select avail room, and then uh, rand, okay, from our input table. So here I will use query select, okay, select. So first we have to select avail room, avail underscore room, and then I have to select a rand column from info table, okay, and then here I have to get this information in a local variable. So here I have to define a variable. So I will define data, and then I have to fetch one row from our database, and then we will insert value of that row in this data variable. So here I will use cursor dot fetch one, because we have to fetch one row. That's why I'm using fetch one. Okay, so in this way we will get one row, and we will insert value of that row in our data variable. Now we have to set conditions, like we have to check that any room is available or not. So here I have to uh, get use if condition, and then if data and first index of data, because we have value about avail room in our first index. Okay, so here uh, this data and first index of data is greater than 0. Okay, greater than 0, then condition is true. Otherwise this is false and we will use else. Okay, now we will print error message. So here I have to use message box to print error message. So here I have to import it from Tkinter. Okay, from Tkinter import message box. Okay, so we are trying to import a message box from Tkinter, and if any room is not available, then we will print or yes, print a error message. So here I will use tk message box dot show error because it will be used to show an error. And now I will set a title for this pop-up window. So here I will set error. Okay, so this is title, and then I will print a message that all rooms are reserved. Okay, all rooms, sorry, all room reserved. So this message or error message will be printed if no any room is available. So if any room is available, then we have to get value for rent from database, and then we will multiply with stay. Okay, I mean total nights. So here I will uh, declare a variable with name Bill. You can use different name, and now I will multiply with per night rent by nights, total nights. Okay, and here I will use data with index 2, I mean second index, because we have rent value in our second index. Okay, so I will multiply it with stay. Okay, so stay, and next I have to print a bill. Okay, so here I will print a bill, and this uh, bill will be printed in our list box. Okay, so here I will use print bill variable name. Okay, and then I will use formatted string because it can carry both variable value and string value. So here I will define rent of Mr. or Mrs. Okay, Mr. or Mrs. And here I have to get name from input field that was gotten in our local variable name. Okay, so if you have to use variable, then use curly braces and then define name of variable in this curly inside curly braces. Okay, so rent of Mr. or Mrs. and here name will be printed, and then with ID. Okay, then ID, and now I have to get value of ID that is in ID variable. Okay, so this is ID variable, and then I have to show message that rent of Mr. or Mrs. name with ID, any ID is, and now I have to print bill. So here I will use curly braces, and then I will use name of variable that contains bill. Okay, so next I have to insert this value in our list box. So here I have to use self dot list dot insert method. Okay, insert, and then I have to insert after existing line. So here I have to use tk dot end. Okay, so in this way we will insert after any existing line. If no lines exist before, then it will be first line. Okay, so here I have to insert print bill. Okay, so this is print bill. So in this way we have completed this process, and next I have to update available rooms in our database. Okay, so here I have to execute an other query by using cursor dot execute. Okay, so here I have to execute update, update, and we have to update table info, and I have to set, sorry, first I have to calculate remaining rows. Okay, so here how can I calculate? I will define or declare a variable with name update. Okay, and next I have to update it. So available rooms are in first index of data. So here data and first index of data, and now we have to minus this one room. Okay, one room from available rooms. Okay, now here I have to update it, update information set. Now we have to update our available room value, sorry, column of table. So here I have to define avail underscore room. Okay, and next I have to get value from our variable. So here I have to use a placeholder. Okay, so this is placeholder that will be replaced with value of variable that is in our update variable. Okay, so in this way it will be dated and new value that is in our update variable will be replaced with this placeholder. Okay, and next we have to commit it by using con dot commit, and next I have to close the connection. Okay, so here con dot close, so here close, and now our program is completed. Now I have to save it. So I want to explain once again about this function. So we are getting values from input fields. Okay, our input fields are name. So here, yes, this is customer name, customer ID, and night stay. Okay, and next here we are getting values from these input fields, and we are assigning these values to our local variables. First is name, second is ID, and third is string. And then we are executing a query. So here this is query, and after uh, running this query, we will select information in our available room column and rent column. Okay, so then we have to set condition that if information in first index, that is available rooms, is greater than 0, it may mean that any room is still available. So next we have to multiply with dice and with rent. Okay, for example, our rent is 1000 and customer wants to stay for 3 nights, then we have to multiply 1000 with 3, and in this way product is 3000, and this 3000 will be assigned to this local variable bill. Okay, and then here we are using formatted string to print a message. Okay, so here this is string here, rent of Mr. or Mrs. and here name of customer will be printed and then with ID. Okay, now we have to print ID of our customer, and then is this is part of string including this column. Okay, and then a bill will be printed. So next we have to insert this string, this whole string in our list box. So this is process to insert information in our list box. So when we have assigned a room to a customer, then we have to update available rooms column in our database, because we have to minus or minimize one room from total available rooms. Okay, so in this way we are trying to decrement one room from total rooms. Okay, and otherwise all rooms are reserved, then this message will be printed that all rooms resolved. Okay, so I will save the program and then I will execute it. Okay, now you can see this is our output. Now I have to show you that if any value is inserted in our table or not. So here I will use query select all from info. Okay, so I will select this query and then I will execute it. Now you can see available rooms are 5 and rent is 1000. Now I will minimize it and now I will uh, insert name of customer. Okay, so here I will insert Peter. Okay, so this is Peter and ID is 12345 or 6, and then he wants to stay for 2 nights. Okay, sorry, we have to call this function by clicking this OK button. Okay, so I will close it and I will close the terminal. Now I have to call this OK function in our OK button here. Okay, so we have to use command property, then self dot OK function, then use comma. Now once again I have to save and then I will execute it. Now it will be executed. Okay, so here I have to insert name. So I will insert name Peter, ID 12345, and he wants to stay for 2 nights and then click OK. Now rent for Mr. or Mrs. Peter with ID 12345 is 1234. Sorry, this is incorrect. Like I have any logical error, so I will close it and then I will try to fix the error. I think this problem is because of duplicating information in our database, because we have executed our program twice, and because of this our information was inserted twice in our database. So because of this information was incorrect. Okay, so we should define a new function. Okay, and then we should call this function when needed. Okay, so here I have to define function by using def keyword. Okay, and then I will use name insert. Okay, insert underscore db, I mean database, and here I have to use self and then use column. Okay, sorry, column, and here I have to use all this process. Okay, here. Okay, and then I have to cut it from here and then I will execute, sorry, I will paste it here. Okay, now I have to create an other button after OK button. Okay, so where was our OK button? So this is OK button, and now I will copy it. Okay, with Control plus C, and then I will paste it next line, and now I will change the name. So this is insert button, insert button. So this is also insert button. Okay, and now we will change text value. Okay, sorry, I will set text insert. Okay, so it will be created in our second row. Sorry, after OK button. So here I will define 5. Okay, 5, and other information will remain same, and now I have to call the function here. Okay, so here I will use command property. So this is command property, and then I will call the function self dot insert database. Okay, now this function will be called when our insert button will be clicked. Okay, so next here, yes, here. So this will work when our insert function will be called. Okay, not in our every execution. So I have to drop it first. Okay, Now I have to drop the table. So here I will use query drop table, and table name is info. Okay, info. Now I have to drop it, and then I will execute it. Okay, now table is dropped successfully. Now I will create it once again, and it is created. Okay, now it will work, or value or information will be inserted when insert button will be clicked. Okay, so this is created once again. Now we have no any value in our information table. Okay, you can see this is empty now. Now I will execute the program once again. So next you can see we have a problem. What is problem? I will see. Sorry, I am using compound property, but I have to use command property. Okay, so here I have to use command property. So this is command property in our input frame, and then we have to call the function that is self.insert underscore db. Okay, sorry, and here we are trying to call OK function in this button, but we have to remove it. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute the program. So now it is executed successfully, but our insert button is out of the frame. So we have to set it. Okay, so how can we set it? We have to change row number and uh, value for padding y. Okay, so this is insert button, and here I have to define 3, and here I have to define 4, and here I have to decrease padding. I will give value 50, and here I will give value 30. Okay, so I will execute it once again, and here now this is executed, and this is our insert button. Okay, so now I will click this insert button, and now we will see by using the select all from info query. So now we have inserted value when insert button is clicked. Okay, so I will minimize it, and now I will insert information. So here I will insert name Peter, ID 12345, and then night stay for 2 nights. Okay, then click OK. But still I have the problem, so we should solve the problem. So what is problem? I will see and try to fix it. And sorry, it is because of incorrect input field name. Okay, so it should stay in. Okay, stay in, but I was defining id in, so it was trying to multiply with id. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it once again, and now I will try to test it completely. Okay, now we have reserved a room, and now we will reserve another room. So here I will give value uh, John. Okay, and then John 34565. Okay, and then night stay. So here I will give value 2, and then click OK. Now this is perfect. Okay, rent of Mr. or Mrs. John with ID 34565 is 2000 because he wants to stay for 2 nights, and rent for per night is 1000. Then we have to multiply 1000 with 2, and here bill is 2000 for 2 nights. Okay, and now I will change the value. Here I will insert name David. Okay, and I will change the uh, this ID. So here I will enter ID, any random ID, and then he wants to stay for 3 nights, and then click OK. Now rent of Mr. David with ID 364565 is 3000. Okay, now we have reserved 3 rooms. Now I will reserve another room for Sunny. Okay, and then I will change ID number. Okay, so here I will give ID, any random ID, and he will stay for one night. So now click OK, and now you can see 1000 is for one night. And now I will reserve another room for Rocky. Okay, Rocky, and I will give another random ID, and now he wants to stay for 4 nights. And now I will click OK button once again. Okay, now we have reserved 5 rooms successfully. Now, what will happen if I try to reserve one more room? Okay, so here I will enter any name like Peter. Okay, with a different ID, and then click OK. Now you can see this is error message, all room reserved. Now we have no any room to allocate any customer because all rooms are reserved. Okay, so this was all about hotel management system by using Python Tkinter with MySQL database. I hope this video will be very helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like the video, please share with your friends and class fellows.